Hey guys, so today we're making an update video on Astral Radiance. Before I get into it, I just want to say sorry if you hear honking or if you hear some rain outside. It's raining here in Colombia and it's a midday recording, so be that as it may, we got to talk about Astral Radiance again because we have a crazy update. Guys, Astral Radiance is now officially a $170 booster box, as ridiculous as that seems. And if you don't believe me, look down here at these sales today. $169.99, $160.49, two sales at $169.95. And I mean, if we go deep, we look at all the sales, right? Yesterday, we had the news that it sold out. It was selling in the 140s, 150s, even one sale down here at 134. But as the day went on, and then as we got into today, it started selling in the 150s. And as you can see now, the last three sales have been above 160, with two of them basically being 170. This is insane FOMO for a 24-hour period. I mean, the box has moved from what, 145 to 170. So what is that? Definitely more than 10% move, like 10, 15%, something like that. Insane for one day, right? So if this box stays out on the Pokemon Center, which it still currently is today, you can go have a look. This is going to be a $200 box in my opinion very quickly. I think people are going to pump this just like they did Fusion Strike. And I think people are starting to realize, especially a lot of talk, there wasn't as much of this box out there as people thought there was. And again, we can see that based on the sales. This thing was selling in the 140s. And then basically within a day period, we're already at 170 a box. So insane. Again, we'll just take a quick look at the cards. The Machamp V, 95.30 now. So it's up 2% in a day, basically. Over $95. I'm looking at that to go towards $100. Starmie, Palkia, Dialga, obviously. We already went over this yesterday, so I don't want to go over it too much. I like that there's a lot of depth in this set. Some people say that there's not a huge chase card or these aren't fan favorites. I had some comments like that. I beg to differ. Machamp is definitely, obviously it's not an Umbreon or something like that, but people like it. Starmie with Misty, obviously that's definitely a fan favorite. You can't argue that. Palkia, Dialga are pretty, liked Pokemon as well. Well liked also. But before I go any further and make my point, guys, I just want to point one thing out in my analytics. 85% of you guys watching these videos aren't subscribed. So if you appreciate what I'm doing, if you could just click subscribe, hit the like button, I really appreciate it. It gives me motivation to keep making these videos. And, obviously the goal is to hit 1,000 subs soon. So if you guys can click the button, I'd really appreciate it. Also, shout out to everyone watching from all around the world. Obviously, a lot of you are from the States and Canada, but the UK, Australia, Germany, and we had a couple other countries in here. Netherlands, Singapore, Philippines, Italy. So shout out to you guys watching. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Please, if you could subscribe, I really appreciate it. Now, to get into the point of this video, if Astral Radiance sells out on the Pokemon Center and it's going up, what, 10-15% in a day, and boxes are moving that fast and the floors coming out that quickly, what do you think is going to happen to Lost Origin and Brilliant Stars once they sell out? These are boxes that were on people's radar much more than Astral Radiance. People thought Lost Origin, including myself, just because of the price difference between current market value and MSRP, I personally thought Lost Origin was going to be the first to go, like a lot of other people. So what do you guys think is going to happen when these boxes sell out on the Pokemon Center? People are going to FOMO even harder than what they are doing right now. And, I've talked to some people that have distribution, and some people that have distribution have been leaving comments as well, basically saying that these sets are, very difficult, if not impossible to get from distro right now. So if there's not a lot of quantity at distro, and then once the Pokemon Center boxes are gone, then we're really deep into the secondary market at that point. And if people are saying that Lost Origin's a better set than Fusion Strike, and Fusion Strike's at 230, which we've seen it cool off, but if that made it to 230 with its pump, what do you think Lost Origin's going to do? Same thing. What do you think Brilliant Stars is going to do? I know some people think Fusion Strike's better than Brilliant Stars. I personally probably think Brilliant Stars is still better than Fusion Strike. I don't know. It's close. We can argue both ways. It doesn't really matter. They're both going to do well long term. But, if you can buy these at 140, and if they're going to, if Astral Radiance, and we'll have to see what happens the rest of the week, and I'm going to keep an eye on it. I'll keep you guys updated if it stays out of stock on the Pokemon Center. I wouldn't be surprised if they find a few more boxes. It comes back in stock, etc. But, if that's going to pump up towards 200 or even go higher than that, who knows what's going to happen with Astral Radiance. The same thing, if not better, is going to happen to Lost Origin and Brilliant Stars once they go out of stock. So, I'm just trying to give you guys a little insight into what's happening. And I've seen some people talk that Pokemon investing is almost turning into Wall Street bets right now with how many people are just FOMOing into Lost Origin and Brilliant Stars. And if you go on the pokeinvesting Reddit over the past week, I mean, that's kind of what's happened. Like every thread is about Lost Origin and Brilliant Stars. And, I'm part of that too. I'm making videos about them a lot because I do think they're going to be the next sets to pop off. We're really at an interesting point with Sword and Shield as it's coming to an end, and we still have a few boxes left that people can grab. So, I understand why people are getting in, and I also understand why people are thinking it's kind of a really speculative thing and almost Wall Street bets-esque. But you guys got to remember how many people made hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars going into GameStop and what was the other one, AMC or whatever it was, during COVID. Like, just putting money, was it AMC, AME? I honestly can't remember. Someone let me know in the comments down below if you remember. But, putting their money into meme stocks, Dogecoin, etc. If those things can pump, and when we're looking at, an actual asset that's going to be, where there's going to be less on the market every single day, that actually has, inherent value to a lot of people. It's not just being propped up by memes. Imagine what's going to happen to these boxes. So I don't think it's a bad idea to buy into them right now, and I don't think it's a bad idea to buy into the hype either. And I mean, we're going to see what happens with Lost Origin and Brilliant Stars. But if you guys are interested in getting into Lost Origin and Brilliant Stars, pay attention to what happens to Astral Radiance over the next week. Pay attention what happens over the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It'll be interesting to see where it goes if it stays out of stock, what its, kind of flattening out point where it meets resistance is going to be. So that's all I wanted to talk about. The box has made a huge move over the past day. Let me know in the comments down below if you have anything to add. With that said, I already asked you guys to subscribe to the channel. And if you're already subscribed and you like the videos, and if you're buying on eBay and stuff and you use my affiliate links, I really appreciate you guys, you don't have to do it, but if you want to support me, it means the world to me. So with that said, thank you for watching. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.